Hey, Cody. What do you mean you don't want me coming with you to the viewing of that new house? Shouldn't both the husband and the wife be there to see the house that they both plan on living in?
Huh? This place isn't gonna be your house, so why would I ask you to come along? I'm the breadwinner in this family, so you listen to what I've said and stay quiet.
What are you talking about? This new house is the place I paid for with my own money when I first signed for it, right? I used the money I'd been saving up for the past 10 years on this place. So what is this about the house now being my place, but only yours?
And I've told you before. It means exactly what it means. This house is not going to have the space in it for you to come live with me, so it's not yours. After all, this is going to be the new house for my new girlfriend and I to enjoy our lives together. Also, when it comes to whatever money you have, it belongs to the breadwinner, right? So don't you dare complain to me about that one.
Huh? I have no idea what you mean by that.
You have always been so dang annoying for the longest time now. I want an annoying wish like you to get lost and never come back.
This is the last straw, Cody. Are you sure you don't feel as though you're making a massive mistake right now? Because you've known about this new house being built for a long time, and you never told me any of this about how you're going to take the place. Or was that your plan? Have me go through all the effort of finding and planning the house, and when it was finished, taking it from my hands? You are awful.
Say whatever you want. The only benefits you ever had to me was the fact that I could take whatever money I wanted from you. And besides that, you're an annoying witch in your 30s who has nothing else to offer.
Well, if you think that my age matters, then what about you, mister, almost turning 40?
I'm a guy, so it doesn't matter how old I am. I was totally right for relying on you for only your money, and then having my name put on that house once I found my new woman. Well, now that you've given me all your money, I have no more uses for you. I will live in this house with my new girlfriend, so you're out. I'm gonna have that old house we've been living in turned inside out. Then I'm gonna sell the land, and then I'm using the money to pay for an engagement ring for the lady.
You really are the most selfish person I have ever had the misfortune of being around.
Go ahead and call me whatever you want. You've been the one leeching off me for the whole time we've been together, so I'm not taking a word you say seriously.
Well, that house we've been in happens to be the house your parents gave you. But sure, you only spent all this time with me just to get access to all my hard-earned money, right? And that's because you make squat at the job you're working.
Huh? What are you talking about now? It's because of me that you've been allowed to have this wonderful life at my side. Especially since you put all your money into that new house while it's been under construction.
Right. So that's what you've thought. All right then, I'm done here.
What's wrong? Have you finally found it okay to be the loser? Well, that's perfect for the both of us. Now you get out of my house, you annoying witch.
I see. So that's what's been going on here. What a jerk. So I guess his plan was to always throw me out of his house at some point down the road. I'm sorry. But I'm thinking this is the best time, more than any. Don't you worry about me, Carla. And in your case, you've had to put up with him for a very long time now, right? I'm sorry for not noticing sooner that he was such a problem for you. No need to be sorry. I should have told you about everything a whole lot sooner. So you shouldn't worry about this. Currently, I'm living in a pretty small apartment, but if you don't mind the cramped space, you are more than welcome to come back here for a while. You need some time to relax and take things easy after hearing what Cody said to you. Thank you, Mom. I'm sorry. I've always been causing you problems, haven't I? I guess you could say I never really learned much from my last couple of experiences in this world. Oh, please don't say such hurtful things about yourself, Carla. You put all your time and effort into studying really hard and then working hard to find the perfect job for yourself. I think you've done wonderful for yourself and would never say you've caused me any sorts of trouble. I happen to be your only parent as well, so things may have been tough for me while I raised you, but that's no reason for you to want to blame yourself. Mom, I just think that I need to be responsible for a lot of what's happened this time. And that means talking about myself like this. But don't worry, I still plan to talk with Cody one last time about things instead of running away from my problems again. I see. Just remember that you can always walk away at any time, all right? Promise me you won't burn yourself out trying to fix something that's no longer there. All right. I'm just going to go back and gather what all I need, and I'll be over to your house by later tonight. Sounds good. I'll have dinner made up, and then I'll be waiting for you. Cody, are you not going to talk with me about any of this?
Huh? I have no need to talk with you anymore.
Is that so? Well then, let me just text you about a few things. I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding all of this, and then I'll be off. First, why did you end up cheating on me?
Cheating on you? You really have no manners, do you? Do you even have any evidence of me cheating on you with another woman? I just happen to have a lady who I've grown fond of while with you. And that's all.
Well, if the two of you have been having a relationship while you've still been with me, then that means you've been cheating on me.
Shut the hell up, you annoying witch. That's the reason why I stopped loving you years ago. I happen to be more interested in women that are quiet and let me do as I please. Unlike the constant back-talking witch that you are.
Well then tell me, why did you ever end up marrying me? If you had any issues with the kind of person I am, then you should have been aware of that before asking my hand in marriage, correct?
I just came to learn the truth about you after the fact. And when that happened, I found myself a new woman who happens to have this wonderful and young face and was willing to listen to every word I say to her. I seriously don't need myself some annoying old woman who thinks she's equal to me or something.
I'm starting to get the feeling that you aren't going to shut up until you've said every last thing about what you hate about me.
Let me tell you right now that you aren't going to be getting any more money from me anymore. And if you choose to divorce me, there won't be any settlement coming from me either. But that's right. You don't want to get a divorce now, do you? Well, I don't really care about what you do and don't want. I hope you can manage without the breadwinner in your life anymore.
Ugh. I was really hoping that we could get somewhere here, or at the very least I could. But you just think that you're on top of the world right now and that you can do whatever you want with me.
Huh?
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You must not have a single clue of what you're doing to yourself right now after all of this. It's kind of making me laugh on the inside seeing you act without knowing the first thing about your reality. Let me ask you this. Are you planning to marry that other girl then?
Are you so shocked that you were never able to put two and two together? Of course I plan to marry her. That lady happens to be leagues above you in terms of wife material. And so I'll make her just that. But I'm sure you can't tell that because you're such a brainless idiot.
Calling someone else an idiot when you're the king of them is not making any sense to me. Oh man. The last chance you had to at least make yourself look a little good here has passed, and without you even noticing it. Hey, did you really think that I never noticed you were cheating on me for a long time now?
Huh?
You know dang well that I've known about your other chick. Do I look that dense of a woman or something to you? Hey, have you taken a good look at the mail sitting in your mailbox? It's about that time now, so I'd assume that what I'm talking about is sitting in there now.
Huh? I haven't gone out to check yet.
Then why don't you go out there and have a look inside?
Huh? What the hell is all this about?
Just go and look. If you don't, you're really going to regret all of this.
Hey, what the hell is this? Why is this picture sitting in here? When were you able to take it?
Are you surprised by that? I happened to have someone go out and follow you after I got some bad feelings about you.
You're lying, right?
I have other pieces of evidence from as far back as 6 months ago.
You've known about this for that long?
Do you want to see things from even further back? Because 6 months ago isn't the furthest. I happen to have audio recordings of you guys as well. Conversations the both of you have had in hotels together, and, well, not just conversations, if you know what I mean. The person I hired to investigate you really did fantastic work for me.
Crap.
When they came back to me with the first round of pictures, I was in complete disbelief. Especially at the fact that the woman you've been with this whole time happens to be Mindy. And when I really start to think about her, she's in her 30s as well now, right? What was this about me being too old for you again? Come on now, think about how I feel now. I've been friends with Mindy ever since the two of us were in school together. And weren't you the one that introduced her to a man that she could perhaps marry before? Well, I suppose she wanted you more than anyone else, or maybe it's the other way around.
Yeah. And I should have never bothered with any of that introduction crap before, and just told her she could marry me instead. I really regret that I was never able to be with her sooner, and had to suffer with a wife like you by my side for years and years.
I'm sure that's not what you need to be worried about right now.
Huh?
Please don't make me say this all the time to you. Do you really think of me as that dense of a woman? Both you and Mindy have been wanting to use me for my money this whole time now, right?
Huh? Why are you going off the rails once again with crap like that?
Come on, Cody, I have evidence of this as well. Remember how I said I have audio recordings? What's this about her telling you that if you don't have the money for what you want, you can always get someone else to pay for you? I guess the both of you don't have the money to make your own house, huh?
Ugh. Yeah, that's right. I only married you in order to get your money, and that's the only reason why. I wanted to give this brand new house to Mindy as a present. I've been putting up with you for the past 10 years, all in order to get your savings and have you pay for that wonderful house for us.
Why are you making it seem like you were the one that had to go through so much pain and trauma this whole time with me? You always acted like you never cared about me, which sort of makes it look as though you were never struggling. Well, anyway, I have a ton of evidence of you cheating on me with her, and I'm going to make sure you pay me back for that.
Freaking witch. Speaking like you're better than the breadwinner of the house? I guess I have no choice now but to pay that settlement you asked for. But I'll be the one getting this brand new house. So I think this is all a fair trade in the end. It must suck for you to watch all those savings of yours go to someone like me and Mindy now, right? I'm expecting a present from you as a housewarming gift later, as we'll be living in a beautiful new home.
How much longer are you going to act like you have the upper hand here?
Shut up. I'm gonna sign all these divorce papers and hand them in right away.
Well, before you go through with that, can we talk about one last thing? I've noticed that this whole time you've been talking as though you will never fall to someone like me, and that you're the best man that's ever walked the earth. So does that mean that you haven't really been listening to anything I've said to you?
Huh? I'm getting tired of all of this. We've talked about all of this enough now, and I think it's time you just leave me alone.
Cody, you always were wanting to get a divorce from me for a long time now, right? You would always threaten me with it whenever I wasn't doing as I was told by you, or when I wouldn't hand you some extra money to go out and spend on yourself. But listen here, I've always been wanting a divorce from you, Cody. I just never wanted to go through with one because it would sadden my mom, and I didn't want to see her like that.
Huh?
You remember that my mom is a single parent, right? She has been ever since I was in school. When I lost my dad back then, things became really stressful for me, and soon I started to become all depressed and, well, sort of a lost cause. And this only led to more strife between my mom and I, where we'd be fighting pretty much every single day, and that put a huge gap between the two of us.
And that's why she ended up raising a half-baked woman like you? Had you never had any money to offer me, then I would have never married you because there's no benefit to you being my wife.
You really have to keep commenting like that while I'm talking? You are worse than a middle schooler, Cody.
Huh? Shut the hell up.
Now, let me get back to my story here. When I was in my final year of high school, my mother collapsed due to stress and had to go to the hospital. And when I went into the hospital room to see her, I finally understood what happened. She ended up collapsing due to all the stress she had trying to raise me. She wanted to make sure I ended up all right and would work herself hard every day to make money that would never end up going to herself. That day in that hospital, I learned to no longer fight with her. And after that, I changed from this gloomy and upset girl into someone who wanted to try just as hard as my mom.
I see. So, how does this have anything to do with me?
But I don't want to disillusion my mom. She was so happy back when she found out that I was getting married to you. So if I were to tell her that I was getting a divorce from you, that might completely break her heart. And maybe even make her collapse again under the stress. That's why for so long I've been dealing with you and with the fact that you've been cheating on me with a friend of mine, all right? Can you see now that I have not been attached to you in any way for some time now?
What is this? Are you trying to act all tough now?
I'm just telling you the truth. If you're going to keep acting like a total jerk to me, then I'm going to stop putting on this mask and get real with you.
Well, I don't really care how you act now. You've gone and wasted both of our time now, and that's what makes you such a lost cause. I want you to be gone for good, and this new house can be all mine.
I'm already single, Cody. You still thought you were my husband or something?
Huh? When did you divorce me?
A while ago. I'd say before I even started to have the house built.
What the frick? How?
You don't remember anything? A long time ago, you had threatened me with divorce and were waving around the documents that you had filled out right in front of my face. You thought that your threat was going to work out for you? Having all that information ready for me long ago really helped.
I don't remember any of that.
You thought I was just going to shut up and do as you told me when you were both cheating on me with my friend and wanting me to pay for the brand new house to be built all by myself? And as for the new house, I put my name down as the name on the place, of course. You told me before that your name is on the house, but who was it that did all the paperwork for the house before the construction started? You never even came around to have a look for yourself at any of the paperwork, which made things so much easier for me.
Huh? Why would you do something like that without ever telling me?
Cody, where are you right now?
Where am I? I just finished talking with the moving agency about getting all my things and having them moved over to the new house.
So in other words, you're telling me you've planned on moving into a stranger's house and will live there now? You're going to be arrested for trespassing then.
What? You can't do that.
Are you going to tell me you never knew anything about this? Didn't you know that before you're able to move into the house, the owner of it needs to be handed paperwork proving that the house is indeed theirs?
Huh? When I went to the viewing after it was built, I was never told anything, so I assumed I could start living there.
That doesn't mean you can just move in right after. It's scary how little you know about this stuff. The whole point of that house viewing is to work with whoever's in charge and see that everything in the house was done properly. When you went there, nobody was even in the house, right?
But on that day I guessed, well, yeah.
I told you a lie so that you wouldn't be there when everyone else was. Thankfully, you believed what I told you. By the time you went over to see the house for yourself, I had already gone through all the paperwork and signed my name on it all. Man, you really wanted to hide everything going on from me, but it turns out that I was the one hiding everything from you. I made sure to keep you in the fog this whole time, all in order to get you to be as screwed as possible.
You think you could just get away with this?
But you thought you had me in the bag, and that you could get away with it all, right? If you don't hurry up and get whatever you've brought over to that house already and yourself out of there right now, I'm going to call the police.
I'm not messing around anymore. I've already started to put half of my things into this house, so I can't just clean it up all right away. And Mindy was so happy about today.
You think I care? That is not your house that you've just trespassed into. I have a couple of strangers trying to move into my new house right now, and it's making me feel terrible. I'm serious, all right? If you guys and your things are still there by tomorrow, I'm calling the cops.
For frick's sake!
Just to make sure that you couldn't run away from all of this, I made sure to call and talk with your parents. They both told me that they are infuriated with you and will not be sending you any more money after this. It's crazy to think that two very well-behaved and educated people like them could have given birth and raised one of this world's most rotten men. You're not going to be getting any help from them now paying off the settlement. Are you going to be okay having to borrow so much money now?
What? Why would you do something like that? How did you know about them giving me money?
I just had to do a little searching was all. And honestly, when it came to the cost of living and things like that, I've been the one paying for it all as long as you've lived together with me. Of course you'd know that, though, since you forced that responsibility onto me. And when it comes to all my savings, well, that's all been put into the new house, right? All because you really wanted that house for you and Mindy. You've really gone and done a lot, and it's going to come right back and bite you in the butt now.
You've gone and done all this unnecessary stuff. You really are a freaking witch, aren't you? I hate you.
Why should I have had to put up with someone as rotten as you? Stop trying to act like you did nothing wrong. I've seen everything you'd been up to and only chose not to tell you what I saw going on. Had I not chosen to divorce you long ago and let you continue to take advantage of me like that, you would have tossed me aside and taken all my money, the new house, and the old house and ran, right? So what I've done was all in order to maintain my ground and make sure that I didn't get screwed in the end by you. You can say that I was in the wrong for doing all of that, but you'd be the only person ever thinking that to be the case.
Do you not feel horrible for keeping the divorce? And you signing your name onto this house secret all this time? Do you not have a freaking soul?
You're asking me that? I suppose I am a pretty strong woman to many. And I happen to have a rough past of being a jerk to my mom and being a lost cause. But as I grew up, I learned to be a nice person to those that treated me nicely. And when it came to those that did not treat me nicely, well, I had to stop caring about them. Now, how about instead of sitting here blaming me for everything, you take a moment and look at the kind of trash you've done and change your ways for the better.
Crap. You think just because you happened to divorce me a while ago, you get to talk to me like this? I need to talk to you in person right now, or else you won't get the message. Hey, where are you right now?
I have no reason to see you. You've already acted like there was no reason before for the two of us to meet up and talk in person, right? It's not okay for a full-grown adult to change their mind like that after saying something completely different.
Shut the frick up.
You think getting upset at me is going to make me listen to you? Now that I've just thought of it, how is the house you got from your parents doing? Was it already turned upside down like you said?
Huh? I told you that right after you got out of the house it would be done. Ugh!
Wow. So that really must mean that the house is gone now. You had the house you were still living in torn down and the land sold already? That is so sad.
Why are you doing this to me? I had expected to be living in this new house with Mindy and told her to handle the paperwork to have my old house torn down and sold.
I don't care about what's happened with you two. What? You had someone else handle that kind of work for you? Can you do anything on your own, Cody? Man, that poor Mindy is going to be married to a child soon.
Who the hell cares about what I can and can't do right now? I need to go tell her to stop all of that right away. Wait, I'm not able to get a hold of her right now. She hasn't spoke to me since yesterday, but I just thought she was busy with all of that.
Oh, did you think you could get in touch with her just then? I think that she's gone ahead and deleted everything on her phone at this point so that nobody can contact her.
Why would she do something like that?
Well, I went over and had a little talk with her parents about what was going on. I had been friends with her since before high school, and I so happened to still be in touch with her parents.
Did you go over there and threaten her?
I was just giving her parents the evidence that she'd been with you while you cheated on me. And after having a chat with them on the phone recently, they told me that they brought their daughter home and took her phone away from her. It's crazy to think that you wanted her to help you out with getting rid of your old house, when she hasn't even married you yet. Uncool.
What the? That's... Carla? I messed up big time here.
Do not call me by my first name anymore, please. You and I are not anything to one another, so I'd rather you call me by my last name, or nothing at all.
Please, could you forgive me for this? I made so many mistakes now, and I'm sorry. Look, I've finally come around to understanding this. If I don't have you around me, then I can't do anything on my own.
Well, you're not wrong about that.
Right? So let's start all of this over and get back to being a good couple. You can even keep all the things I've moved into the house and we can use them. I don't think we'll ever have to see or hear from Mindy ever again. So you can come over right now and we can make up.
No way, Cody. However, if you really want me to forgive you, then show me just how sincere you are.
What? What do you want me to do?
I want you to come to me and get on your hands and knees.
Huh?
I want you on your hands and knees in front of me, and then I want you to apologize for the list of things you did wrong.
Crap. You think because you have me in your grasps, you can make me do something as demoralizing as that? You're talking to a man right now. So you have no right to tell me to get on my hands and knees in front of you, you annoying old witch.
Well, there we go. You haven't changed a bit.
Wait!
And just like that, I can see your apologies were all bullcrap. You haven't learned a thing from any of this, have you?
I'm just pissed off because you keep talking down to me like I'm some kind of a dog.
Well, I'm not wrong to talk down to you like this. I happen to think you're just like a dog, as a matter of fact. The moment something happens that you don't like, you show your teeth and begin to bark.
You think you can really compare me to an animal? Hey, you come out here right now. Hey, stop screwing around.
So you've come all the way to my mom's house now? You really are a persistent little butthole. Could you stop banging on the front door like that? You're going to start causing trouble for all the other people living in this apartment complex. I suppose this means you're not here to say sorry to me and ask for my hand in marriage again?
I've had enough of that crap from you. Now get out here and see me.
Shut up. You want me to tell you this again? You want me to tell you that I'll call the police again? So? You have anything else to say to me?
I really messed up. I thought about all that I've done. Seriously. I have. I've just been really stressed out, and all of that yelling at you now was just because of that. I'm gonna break up with Mindy, and then I'm going to give you back all the money I've taken from you. I'm going to apologize to you, so please, if you won't forgive me, then where am I gonna go and live? I've already gone and had the old house taken care of, and my parents are pissed about that.
Wait, you never talked with your parents first before having that house torn down? Wasn't that house built by your parents long ago? It had so many memories in it for them and you.
Well, because I thought they'd be happy about the new house that we had built, and I wanted to keep everything a secret from them until after moving into the new place.
You really are the worst at everything. Do you even care about anyone else's feelings besides your own? I guess not, or else you would have never done all the selfish crap you've been doing.
If I can't fix things for myself now, though, they're really gonna disown me. Help me, please. You're the only person on this planet that I can ask for help from now.
Why do you think that I would want to help you after all you've done to me?
Because you and I used to be husband and wife, right? We share a lot of the same past, and we used to be so close and loving.
Oh, you really have not changed a bit from your past self. You can't do a single thing on your own, and it really does show. Just like back when we got married.
That's right. And that's why I need you to be my wife.
Don't you freaking dare think that you can have me back when you tried all this time to hide what you were doing behind my back in order to throw me out of the house? You are a bastard. I'm never going to take another look at that ugly mug of yours again. If you ever try to come out and find me again, I will make sure my fist is the last thing you ever see.
You wouldn't.
I'm going to be blocking you now. And having to look at your contact in my phone just upsets me even. So I'm going to delete everything. Goodbye.
Wait, Carla. Just wait for me. I want us to talk. There was a lot of things going on with me as well that I want to explain to you. Carla!
Have you finished talking with him? Yep. But he just sat there in front of the door after I stopped talking to him, so I had the police come and take care of it. I think they just put him into their cop car a second ago. I'm sorry that I told you I was going out to go shopping. I guess you could hear what was going on at the door from your room, right? I understand that you were just trying to keep all of that away from me since I'm your mom after all. Yeah, well, anyway. Hey, Carla, why did you wait so long and let things get this bad without telling Cody or I anything? And did you never come to me about this because you don't feel as though you can trust me when it comes to things like divorce? That's not what this was about, Mom. I just didn't want to make you worry about me anymore. I wanted to show you that I could handle myself now, and I was no longer going to need your help with things that I should be able to do on my own. And, well, back when I told you I was getting married to Cody, you were so happy about it. I didn't want you to know that I'd be getting a divorce from him after that. You idiot. No matter how old I become, as your parent, I'm always going to find something about you to worry about. That's just what it's like to be a parent. And learning now that for so long you've been having to put up with Cody and his crap, it makes me feel so horrible. I feel sorry that I couldn't be there with you when you were going through one of the most challenging parts of your life. Mom, I didn't mean for this to make you feel bad. I know that. And that's why you need to come and talk with me now about all of this, right? I don't mind you keeping all this a secret from me, as you lived your life the way you thought was best. And hearing from you that the divorce has made you happier makes me happy. I would never be sad about something that ends up making you happy, okay? Mom, I was talking to him about all of this before, about how he never thinks about anyone besides himself, yet here I was, not thinking about you enough. I'm so sorry about that, Mom. And thank you. No need to be worried about that anymore. I'm happy to see that you're happy now without Cody, and that's all. But now I really want to ask you this. What do you really want to do now, Carla? I want to spend more time with you, Mom, and make every second of it matter to us. I used to hate the idea of being in my 30s and now having a husband or anything. But I'd rather be with you and making good memories than regret never spending the time with you that you deserve. And I had my fun with being married, but it wasn't all that I thought it could be. I see. This is so strange to me. Normally, I always thought of you as the type who would never want to come back to living with their parent. But I'm not going to complain because I'd be so happy to have you stay with me longer. Mom, well, I'm going to be by your side for a long time then. Welcome home, Carla. After everything that had happened, my ex-husband went and paid me the settlement I had asked him for, and ended up having to take out a large loan to do so. And when it came to his life at his job, something it took him years to get due to him not being responsible enough, he started to make a lot more mistakes there because he was so ruined by what had happened, that his boss really began to tear into him. And after a few weeks of that, Cody decided he couldn't handle being a part of that company anymore, and quit, just before his boss was thinking of firing him. Now he's left with nothing to do with his time and no place to get any income from. Besides the odd part-time job he'll pick up for a bit. He no longer has his parents around anymore since they disowned him. And he's never heard from Mindy again. He also lost his house after letting it be demolished and the land sold, which I have to say has really screwed him over a lot now. Because he has nowhere to even sleep, he's resorted to either sleeping under bridges or every so often going into a 24/7 fast food place and napping in there. As for myself, I had the new house completely furnished with all new furnishings and appliances, and both my mom and I have started living there now. The thought that my ex had been in this house for a little bit has sort of irked me in a way, but for the time being, I'm just going to have to live with that in my head. Maybe someday I'll go ahead and repaint the rooms or redo the flooring to make it feel like a different house, where Cody had never stepped foot in.
Hey, can you hurry up and bring that car around? We are all still waiting for you outside, and we don't have all day to be doing this.
I'm sorry for the wait, but right now I'm getting myself ready to go. I didn't think all of you would be outside the house waiting for me to come get you already.
Huh? You've only just started getting yourself ready now? What does that mean? Did you end up sleeping in or something like that? Seriously? I cannot believe you'd do something like this on a day like today. I spent all this time and money getting everything set up for the family, and this is how you're going to treat it?
Well, it's just that I was told we'd be leaving at 9 a.m. today.
Are you trying to say that it's my fault that you're running late right now to pick us up? We're going on vacation, and you think we'd want to leave at 9? That's way too late. The plan was for us to all leave here at 7 a.m. And that's because we'll have a plane to catch soon, and I don't want us to be late. But it's all because of you now that our plans are going to be pushed back for the day. And we might not even make it in time for this plane. Gosh dang it!
I'll hurry myself up and get all my things ready to go. Just give me like 10 more minutes and I'll be right down there with the car.
Well, it doesn't matter now. We'll take the car now and go ahead of you to the airport. You really are a useless woman, aren't you, Sarah? You're like a middle schooler at this point, not even waking up in time for any of the morning plans we've set.
But I made sure to check with you all again and again about the time. And you always told me that the plan was to leave at 9 a.m. today. So you can't just expect me to know all about this being at 7 a.m. when you were telling me 9 a.m.
I never said anything like that to you. And even if I did say that time, 9 a.m. is far too late for us, and you should have known we'd want to leave sooner. Don't tell me that you stayed up really late again last night drawing pictures again.
Then tell me why you didn't wake me up sooner if you thought I'd accidentally sleep in.
Are you seriously still in middle school or something? You're going to start blaming us for not waking you up this morning now? Someone who would have had to start using that as an excuse is totally lame, and I can't stop laughing about it.
But you came into my room this morning and took a coat from out of my room, right? I wanted to know what was going on that early in the morning, but you never said anything to me.
And so what that I came and took a coat from there? It's cold at this time of morning, and since we are out here waiting for you, I thought I'd borrow it.
So you just chose not to wake me up then when you saw me still sleeping there? All just so you could blame me now for something that is literally not my fault? It's weird of you to not wake me up when you were getting that coat out of the room and you saw me there. I seriously don't understand the mentality you have.
Ugh, you're really getting annoying. If you really have all this time to just sit on your phone pointing your finger at me, then you should be using that time to get ready. We're going to head out ahead of you now since you're late. If you're late to the plane, then we're going to leave you here, all right?
Ugh, all right then.
Hey, do you think you'll make it here in time?
I'm in a taxi right now heading to the airport, so I think I'll be there in time to board the plane with you guys. If not, can you tell the gate agent to just hold on a little longer for me to get there? At the very latest, I'll be ready to get on like 10 minutes before they plan to close the doors.
Jesus. I'm pissed at you right now for not being awake with the rest of us, so you better get your butt here on time. Sleeping in for 2 hours like that was completely stupid of you, you know that? We had all been planning on this vacation for weeks, and you decide today was the best day to get that beauty sleep?
And I was told by your sister that we'd be leaving the house at 9 a.m. today. And this morning when she came into the room, she didn't even bother to wake me up when she saw me still sleeping. She did that just so that she could blame me for all this. I'm telling you, this is just another time where she's messing with me too much.
What? No matter how hard you try to make her look bad, she'd never do anything like that to you. I'm sure that to just the average person, Andrea could seem like a little much, but she's not a jerk. Are you sure you're not just overthinking things?
It's not just that she looks a little too much on some people. She's actually acting like a crazy person at times when around me. Have you not seen the way she's been treating me for a while now, Gage?
Andrea just happens to be a little strict is all. She has no plans to make you feel bad about yourself or anything like that, I promise. She just happens to be a bit much for people, and it takes getting used to that kind of awkwardness from her. You can understand that, right?
Her awkwardness? She's not awkward about any of the things she does to me. If she was in some way just a little bit odd about things, I'd understand that. But she will literally tell me to my face at times that what she and your mom are doing is on purpose. I guess she really is winning this fight to make me look like I'm the bad guy here when all you can say is she's a little awkward and strict.
It's over with now. Now stop groveling about it and get on with life.
You think I'm groveling now? I have no idea why you're saying that about your own wife. Why am I the one paying off the loan for this house when everyone in the house is just going to look down on me and blame me for everything she does? It's not just your sister, Gage, but your mom who loves to pick on me and make me feel insignificant too.
I'm sorry about that. She just happens to choose the wrong wording at times. But listen, both my sister and my mom don't know a thing about you paying off that loan of the house for us. I bet if they knew about it, they'd never treat you the way you think they are.
Well, then I'm going to tell those two that I am the one paying for this house. I've had enough of those two constantly picking on me like I'm nothing to this family of yours.
No, hold on a second there. I'm asking you to please keep that a secret from me. Right now, they all believe that this house was bought by me and is being paid for by me as well. I don't want to disappoint either one of those two by saying you're the one who's been paying for the place. You should understand where I'm coming from, right?
Then why do you bring up that point about them treating me horribly because they don't know? Like I should tell them if I don't want to be treated poorly? Do you have any idea what's going on here? You want me to stay quiet about that now because you don't want to be made fun of by them, all at the cost of having me picked on? I can't believe you, Gage. Why can't you just live with the fact that you're not the one making enough to buy a house? Who cares if they get disappointed in you for learning about that?
You've got it all wrong. If I told them that I lost my job and I'm not working right now, there'd be hell to pay. You already know yourself that those two can be rude and mean about things like that, right? The way things are right now are best for me. So please don't say a thing about the house loan. All right?
You really only seem to care about how you feel and nobody else now, huh? Don't you freaking forget that I could tell them the truth at any point, okay? And then you'd be in the doghouse way more often than I'm forced to be in it.
You threaten me like that? What has gotten into you, Sarah? Do you really think you can just threaten your own husband like that?
Well, I have to, as it's the only option I have left to try and protect myself from your mom and sister tormenting me. I can't deal with this kind of crap anymore from them when I'm the one paying for this house. You think I like giving up a lot of my money to this house when I can't even live in it comfortably?
All right. I'll let you know the right timing for when I can talk to them about all of this. So, for the time being, let's just enjoy this vacation and we'll handle all after this, okay? How does that sound? I'll do my best to make sure they don't mess with you anymore on this trip.
Ugh. We'll see how that goes. Because you always say things like this, but then always side with them in the end.
Well, I promise that on this trip, I will be on your side and make sure they don't pick on you. So please don't tell them any of that needless stuff about you in the house. Please?
Fine. This is a promise from you then, right? I'm going to make sure that you protect me like you're saying.
All right, you can leave my mom and Andrea to me.
Andrea? Where have you guys all gone? I feel that I've lost sight of you guys, and I'm not sure where to go. Do you want me to go wait out by the buses for you guys, or what?
That's right. I totally didn't tell you anything about this. This vacation is a family vacation. So since you're just a stranger to us, you'll have to be on your own.
What? What do you mean by all of that exactly?
I'm saying that this vacation is just for the family now, so you're not a part of it anymore. You aren't related to us by blood, right? So you're just a complete stranger then. None of us want some stranger on this family vacation with us.
Wait, hold it right there. If that was going to be the case, then why did you not tell me about this before getting on the plane with all of you?
Oh? Who was the one that slept in this morning and came to the airport late with us?
Yeah, but when I got on the plane with all of you, we sat right next to one another. Why are you only telling me things like this right now? You're just going to leave me by myself now in a place I have no idea about?
Well, the whole time we were on that plane, all you did was draw pictures and crap, right? I mean, that's totally embarrassing for me. You're not a 5-year-old anymore, right? So I didn't want anyone on the plane seeing me talk to someone like you. They might have thought I was your helper or something, right? Also, it doesn't matter if I told you or not about this, because I never reserved a room for you. So, there's no way of you trying to come after us to the hotel.
So from the start, you'd been planning on doing something as horrific as this to me?
Well, of course I have been. Because I was only in charge of planning the family vacation. That's no reason for me to have to worry about you being a part of it, even if you're married to Gage.
Why do you have to take things this far to show me that you hate me?
I don't hate you, Sarah. It's just that I only think of you as a complete stranger. And it's not only that you're just some stranger, but you're a freaking parasite too.
A parasite? I'm the parasite?
Well, I'm not wrong, am I? You're not even working a job on your own right now, and that's why you had to come to that new house with my brother. He was even the one to buy the house, so you've really done nothing and gained all sorts of things from him, haven't you? The only thing I think I've seen you do is the chores, but even then you suck at them. So to me, you're nothing more than a slimy parasite.
I am working a job right now, though, a full-time job at that. I just happen to work from home a lot of the time. But that doesn't mean that I'm not earning enough money to take care of myself.
Is that so? Sitting there on your laptop all day long doing nothing? Such hard work you're doing. Then why don't you go back to that house and keep on working while we enjoy this vacation? Maybe you can save up some of your own money then, and come back out here in time to get your own hotel room.
Ugh, this is just hell now.
The only thing that's hell about all of this is having to deal with you all the time. You really thought you'd be able to come on this family vacation with us as a stranger? You have no hotel to stay at right now, so you'd better get yourself a ticket back home and stay there.
Yeah, I'm going to do that then.
We're not bringing any gifts back for you either. So grab what you can at the airport before you go.
Hey, Sarah. This is not what it looks like, so please just listen to me. I told them I was totally against what they did to you, but my sister was persistent in making you go home.
How long have you known about this plan of hers?
Hey, I didn't know that her plan was to just leave you at the airport and have us go to the hotel without you. That's why when we started to leave without you, I tried stopping her. I'm being serious right now.
You're really freaking out right now, aren't you? I'm sure you're only this worked up now because you're afraid I'll tell them the truth about the house.
I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you on this trip, Sarah. Even I can see that what she's done to you was taking things way too far. I really tried with all my might to get her to stop doing things like that to you. But even Mom was on board with leaving you at the airport and not having a room for you.
You made a promise to me that you'd stop them from doing all of this to me, right? But look where we are now. I can't trust you anymore, Gage. To be honest, you were probably getting a kick out of this yourself, right?
Why would I ever be happy about you being treated like that? I'm telling you, I try my best to stop them. Hey! Please don't do anything you'll make me regret. Please!
Go ahead and enjoy that whole vacation you're on with them.
Hey!
Excuse you? What the hell is going on here, you? We just got back to our house, and as we walked in, there were other people living in it.
That's right. I forgot to tell you that I sold that house.
You sold it? Wait, how could you be able to sell this house on your own? And wait, why the hell are there strangers already living in it?
I just happened to have some friends who wanted a new house, and I so happened to be listing one. We've actually been talking about this for a long time now. I had already spoken with them about how the day after we left on that vacation, they could send a moving company over to clean it out for us.
I have no idea what you're even talking about right now. What the hell is the situation we're in? First, explain to me why you think you have the right to sell the house like that.
Well, I have a right to because that house was my house.
Huh?
Both you and your mom didn't know anything about it, of course, but the one paying $3,000 a month for that house was me.
No, the one paying for that house was Gage, right? And the house was a present my mom and I got from Gage.
Nope. That wasn't any of Gage's doing, I'm afraid. I was the one paying for the house, and my name was on that house since I started paying the loan on it. So naturally, I had the right to sell that place to whoever, whenever I wanted.
Wait, then how the hell were you paying $3,000 a month for the place? There's no way you could pay that much when you barely work.
I am a freelance illustrator. And about a year and a half ago, I won an amazing award for my work. Ever since being given that award, I've been asked to do loads of work for many companies, and that's what led to me being able to afford such things.
Is that right? So is that why you always wasted all your time drawing pictures like a 5-year-old? And wait, the fact that there were already other people living in this house after you only just sold it is way too fast, right?
And that's why I said to you that for a long time now, this has all been in talks between my friends and I. While you were planning out that trip for the family, I thought that timing would be the perfect chance to get the house sold. There wouldn't be any of you losers in the way, and I could get the house over to them while moving all our stuff out. And thankfully, my friends were huge helpers doing all of this. From buying the house to helping us all move out in time for them to move in before you all got home.
So, you're telling me that you had planned this all out even before you knew about the vacation?
Well, I just assumed that since it was a family vacation, you wouldn't invite me to come along with you all. But had you wanted me to actually come along, then I'd just fake being sick or something just before so that I could stay home. However, I never expected you to take things one step further by making a plan to not even have a hotel room for me and to just leave me at the airport.
Why would you take things this far?
That's because you and your family are all just horrible and toxic people, and I could not take living with you all anymore. And I thought the best way to give you all a taste of your own medicine would be by selling the house while you were all gone and then leaving you guys.
What the hell? No matter how you look at it, what you've done has gone way too far.
I wanted for this to be way over the top because that's what all you idiots deserve. After all, I'm just giving you guys a taste of what you've done to me, right?
Then what happened to all our things? Where is all our furniture and things?
Ah, and I was just getting to that. I rented out a storage unit and put all your things in there. I plan to give all that back to you guys when you're ready to go get it. But you should know that a lot of that furniture was stuff I bought, so it's coming with me.
Tell me then. Why did my brother lie to us about being the one to buy the house and everything all by himself? Everything you've said to me thus far has been all over the place, and I can't accept any of it. This has to be a stupid prank by him, right?
Stop trying to avoid the reality of your situation, Andrea. I'm sure if you just put your mind to it, you could think up the reason for why Gage lied to you. He's a big baby and is afraid of either one of you getting mad at him. And that brat is actually unemployed at the moment. Are you surprised by that?
Huh?
Not only could he not afford the house, but he couldn't even pay for the electricity or gas to the place, or even his own food. Right when he was trying to show off to your mom by saying he'd give her a new house, he was fired by his job. He didn't want to tell either of you about it, so he made me buy that place.
No way. That right there is obviously a lie. If that were really the case, that would mean he's been without a job for over 6 months now, right?
And he has been without a job for over 6 months. Go ahead and ask him yourself to hear about it. He's the #1 parasite in your family, by the way.
What the hell is going on?
Sarah, you went and told her, didn't you? Because of that, they're going to kick me out of the family. Why the hell have you done this to me?
I didn't do anything to make them kick you out of their family. I just told your sister the truth is all.
Are you sure you're really fine with what's happening here? You just told her that you sold that house without our permission and left? No matter what my mom and sister were doing to you, you've gone way too far.
Mom and sister? It wasn't just those two that I hated so much, but you as well, Gage. I'm finally going to be able to get rid of this cruddy husband with a divorce.
Huh? You planning to divorce me now?
Well, of course. Who the hell would want to make you their husband? I've been planning on all of this for a long time now and had to wait and wait and wait for the right moment. I've already got myself a lawyer to handle the divorce for me. So if you really want to try and fight this divorce, we can take this whole ordeal to court.
Hold on, can you just chill out for me? You could have at least given me some kind of a chance first. You still can.
I gave you plenty of chances already, Gage. I came to you over and over again to talk about how your mom and sister would bully me, right? But instead of ever taking what I was saying to you seriously, you'd go and take their side in the matter. A husband like that? I don't need one.
I wasn't siding with him all those times, though. I told you that I myself was in a tough spot and couldn't do anything for you. I know how those two jerks are, so...
So you're going to continue to use an excuse like that for it, all because you don't care for me as much as yourself? Goodbye forever. You can talk with my lawyer from now on about anything you have concerns about.
You freaking bastard!
What are you trying to do now, Andrea? Breaking and entering isn't a very light crime, you know? That house is no longer your guys' place to live, so just accept that.
Shut the frick up. The place is our house, whether anyone likes it or not. I'm not going to just accept my house being sold in a week and not having a place to live.
If you don't really like being kicked out of that house, then maybe you can think about how I never really liked being kicked out of the family vacation last minute.
I was never doing any of that to you out of hate, though. It's just that you and I didn't get along very often, and you're not my type.
Even Gage said something like that to me. About how your personality is just a little awkward and how you can be strict at times.
Ah, that's right. We totally got rid of Gage and kicked him out of the family. We told him we didn't want a man in our family that makes his wife work and pay for the whole house, and that's why he's gone now. He doesn't have a job or any money right now, so he's probably on the street somewhere begging. How's that? You should be a little happy to hear about something like that happening to him, right?
When you say I should be happy about something like that, what do you mean?
Well, look, we got rid of the problem for you, so now we don't have to fight like this anymore, right? We need your help now. We're going to have to go to court now for breaking and entering into that house.
Things are not over for you both just yet, though, even if my husband has met his end. I need to make sure you both get a taste of hell before I feel happy about what I've had to go through.
Wait a second. If my mom and I don't have somewhere to live, then what are we going to do? And if we have to pay fines and settlements now as well, then I can't even imagine what will happen then.
Perfect. This is what I want to see from you and your mom. The two of you crying for help from me or anyone else, but never getting it in the end. You actually think I'll help the two of you out now after everything?
You're a demon. How much further do you plan to rot? Right now, my mom and I are having to live in a homeless shelter. We barely have the money to pay for anything, so please, do you not feel sorry for any of this?
Your family are the only ones who have rotted to the core. And I don't feel sorry for a second of this top-notch entertainment I'm getting from you. Now tell me, Andrea, why did you hate me so much that you even took me on a trip where you planned to leave me with no hotel room?
I told you it's because you were a gosh dang parasite. Had I known that you were the one paying for the house, I would have never been so mean towards you. I'm serious. It's all my brother's fault for all of this after he decided to lie.
Well, you have a good point there. Well then, what do you want me to do for you both?
I want to borrow some money from you. Soon both my mom and I will be taken to court and sued for breaking into that house. Also, we're not going to be able to stay at this homeless shelter for much longer. If we can't do anything, we might have no chance against the justice system.
Is that so? Well, there is always this thing called a job that you can do to earn some of that money you so greatly need.
Hey! Help us! Please!
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to give up trying to get my help. I don't have it in me anymore to help out parasites like you guys. After that, both Andrea and her mom were taken to court by the people whose house they broke into, and were forced to pay fines and settlements to them in the city. They also had to find a hotel to live in for a while because the shelter house kicked them both out. And now their debt began to only grow bigger. Because of all that was going on, Andrea wasn't able to keep up with any work, and she was never able to help pay off any of that debt. A few months later, and those two are still living on the streets now, and have not changed their ways at all in order to find work or a home. And just as I thought they were starting to get a hold on things, they both vanished from this town for good. I am so happy to say that they both deserved what they got. When it comes to Gage, we had that divorce and it went over really well for myself. And as of right now, he's in a completely different city living on his own. The last thing I heard is that he found himself a job or something out there, and that he had no choice but to move closer to it because that was the only place he could find. I've now been able to get myself a new partner, and my work as an illustrator has only brought me more money, reminding me just how much better life is when you don't have parasites latched onto you. Even when telling my partner about what was going on with my ex-husband and his family, he'll smile at me and say I did the right thing pushing them all away. I think someday I'm going to make an illustration of that toxic family. And maybe it'll be a huge hit that I can make even more money off of. Are you guys not going to let your mom come and live with you? Why is she still living in this house all by herself? If she isn't going to be leaving anytime soon, then we are never going to be able to get this place. Sophie, this is all a bit too sudden for me. What are you talking about? Why are you talking to me about my mom and her house and you guys getting it from her? You're actually going on about something like that? That's what I'm talking about here. What other house do you think I'd want to be talking about with you? Well, you do know that my mom is still alive, right? So her house would still be her house. I'm not sure what you mean by not getting it from her or something, but she's still around and plans on living in that house. Your mom is in a wheelchair, right? And she wants the people living with her to be the ones taking care of her, right? Well, you seem to have the time to be taking care of her for me, so I was thinking I could pay you to take her off my hands and be the one responsible for her now. Why are you saying that like she's not any of your guys' worries? She is my mother as well as my brother's, so you shouldn't be speaking about her like that. And even though she's in a wheelchair, she's still doing well enough for herself that she doesn't need anyone else taking care of her. So please stop speaking about her in that way. Is that so? Well, whatever, I guess. But this is basically you telling me that you don't want to have your mom come over and live with you then. She hasn't asked me anything about this, so I've never put any thought into it. After all, my mom isn't really in need of having to move out of her house and come live with me. Now, why are you asking me all of this? Well, that's because your brother and I have started living in this house with your mom. Wait, really? Then why does it seem like you want to kick my mom out of that house right now when you're the ones that's moved into it? You're both living in my mother's house together then now, right? That's right, but we're only here for her house. And we just thought that by having you take your mom off our hands, the process of getting this house would be sped up just a bit. You stop it right there, Sophie. I don't care that you're my brother's wife. You're being rude. My mom has rights too, you know. She has rights? What do you mean by that? She's in a wheelchair now, so she doesn't even have the most basic human rights anymore. Huh? If she doesn't have anyone with her to care for her, she can't do anything. Saying that she has the same rights as my husband and I makes me laugh. Are you freaking kidding me? You are starting to really make a bad name for yourself here, Sophie. I know that she's paying for someone to help her out, but she's been using her late husband's money for that, right? I do not want her touching any of that money. She happens to have family that can take care of her for free, so I'm going to turn that caretaker away the next time she comes to the door. Huh? So does this mean you're going to be the one to care for my mom? Because based on what you've been saying to me, that doesn't appear to be the case. Well, it'll all be fine, right? I'd rather have us be the ones taking care of her anyway in order to not waste any more of that money. Waste any more of that money? That money is my mom's to use any way she'd like. What is wrong with my mom using the money she has on things that she wants? It's wrong because your late dad's money is supposed to be my husband's money now. If she uses all of that money up on herself, then it's going to be a real problem for us. I'm telling you, we can't let her waste that money any longer. But I'm still trying to figure out in what way she's wasting it when it's being spent on herself. I think she has every right to be using that money on herself, especially when it's for something she needs. And by the way, why are you talking about the money she's received from my dad? Does this mean you've never known about any of this? Perhaps your dad only ever told Anthony about this then. Well, I'm sure you must be feeling left out now. What are you going on about, Sophie? I literally have no clue what this is all about. Well, just know that we'll be living in this house now with your mom. You can have her anytime you want, but if you plan to leave your mom with us, then promise me to never come over here, okay? Huh? That's the house where my mother lives, so I'm going to be coming over there to check up on how things are going. Could you please stop talking like you get to make the rules about everything and everyone in this family? I can already tell by how things have gone in this conversation that you don't even want to care for my mother, right? That money is hers, so let her continue to use it on someone who actually wants to help her and knows how to. That is something I get to decide on, so you just sit there and be quiet. No, it's not something you get to decide. She is the only one that gets to decide on that because she's using her money for it. I've already made up my mind on it. If you don't want to take her off our hands now, then shut up and look the other way. This isn't your house anyway, so leave this to the people who are actually here. Hold on a second, Sophie. You are not supposed to just be making decisions like that on your own without everyone else's say. Are you listening to me? Anthony? Since when did you guys decide on moving in with Mom? I've never heard about any of this from either of you before today.
We decided last week, I think? Wait, maybe it was yesterday. We made our decision.
What the hell? You get that Mom is in a wheelchair, and although she can handle mostly everything on her own, she needs someone to be there to help with some things, right? Your wife just told me she won't let the caretaker into the house anymore to help with Mom and is going to stop paying her. This is all just a joke, right?
Sophie told me that's what she decided to do, so I'm not going to say anything about it.
Why not? She is your wife, and that is your mother.
Don't get so worked up over this. You want a little bit of Dad's money as well, right?
Excuse me?
Well, then you let Sophie and I take care of Mom, and then you'll get your share when things are all done with.
Wait. What are you talking about? What are you both planning to do with Mom? And Dad's money? What the hell is this?
You should know about this, right? Dad had loads of money before he passed away.
Wait, what are you talking about? Since when?
I get that Dad's company may have gone under in his final years.
Are you trying to act like it didn't completely crash and burn before his death?
But before the company went bankrupt, I heard from him about a few things. Dad was saying that he had a ton of assets that he kept hidden from the banks.
You're joking, right? Did you actually believe him?
Dad never had a reason to lie about something like that to me. I feel bad for the two of you women. Both you and Mom. I guess Dad never wanted to let either of you two have any of his money after he passed.
What do you mean?
Dad made a promise only to me, about handing me his assets. But he told me all of them were being kept at home, and well, Mom has been there making it really hard for me. However, we're living with her now, so it's not going to be too much longer before I get the money and everything else.
So that's what all of this is about. I finally see why you both wanted to move in with her. What you both are after. But I'm telling you right now that things won't go as you're expecting. So you should be ready for the truth. There may be things that you never heard about, but that's not going to be any of my business. Now, before any of that could happen, how about you and Sophie just slow down a bit and rethink everything you're doing? Jenny, you're at your house right now, right? Sophie, what the hell are you planning on doing? Why have you brought my mom with you to the front of my house? I'm giving it to you. It's pretty large, just put in the trash, so I'm happy to see that you'll make it work. You stop all of that right now. I am not in the mood to listen to you ramble on about such rude crap. Now explain what this is all about. My mom was the one that raised me all by herself after my father died, so I will not let you talk about her in that way again. Are you out of your mind right now? It looks to me like you're just leaving her here now and are going to run off. We don't need that trash anymore, so we're throwing it away. And your brother and I are taking over the house now, and that old heap, who is pretty much already in her coffin, was in the way. So there you go. I know that you've kicked her out of her own house for your selfish goals. Are you both happy now to have that house all to yourselves? Well, yes, actually. We are very happy to have this house for ourselves now, and when I get home, we're going to start remodeling it. And it's not just the house either, but all the money that comes with it. Anthony and I are going to be rich now. Rich, huh? I know that the reason why your mom had to raise you all by herself is because her husband threw her away, right? Must freaking suck to be thrown away like that by the CEO of a huge company. And because of that, your mom had to end up in a wheelchair years later and is now a total waste of space in this society. You have no idea what happened then, do you? I'm surprised you can talk with such confidence when you don't know a single bit about the truth. Were you told something by my brother that led you to believe such things, or is this just how you are as a person, making up your own stories in order to get what you want? Anthony told me all about this stuff, so I know it's the truth. And Anthony was the only one in the family that your dad actually liked, right? So now I'm having you and your sad husband take care of that well-aged, useless hag for us. And know that we're not sending any money to you guys. I never had any intentions of getting whatever money you're talking about. And you'll soon learn just what I mean when I say there never was any riches in that house. But maybe even then you won't understand because you've already been so brainless about everything. Taking over my mom's house and then throwing her out like this? We're going to be making it out of all this safe, and with all that money your dad left for Anthony, and we'll be living like celebrities. I'm sure you'll be jealous of that too, since you're now going to be living with an old hag who is already halfway buried underground. I've left it for you now, so have fun. Well then, we're going to go with her and live in her condo now. Huh? We're planning to have all my family go with her now to her condo and live there for the rest of our lives. But don't worry yourself with it. She said you and Anthony can have her house, which I'm sure is far better than whatever condo she has, right? And also we've been told that if the condo isn't good enough for all of us, we can just start fresh and build up a new house. We might just do that instead, actually. And what is it that you're going on about now? You told me you wouldn't be handing me any more money now, right? But I should be the one saying that to you both. We don't want to ever see you two again, and I'm going to assume that my mom is going to cut ties with Anthony now. So I'd like for you both to just think of me and my family as strangers from now on. That should be all right with you, right? You guys were always like strangers to me, so this doesn't faze me whatsoever. But what is this about a condo? Are you talking about your dad's vacation home? Nope. And listen here, that man would never have had the kind of money to afford a vacation home in the first place. Have you actually taken a look at reality yet? What are you saying? His company went completely bankrupt, and then after that, he had to pay all of his debts off to the banks, and then following that, he died. How could he ever have any money left to hand down to Anthony when it was all used paying off his debts? He may have been a CEO to some people, but to me, he was just a failed businessman who never had a clue in the world what he was doing with his company. I really don't think he ever had the money that you guys think made him rich. Huh? Who are you talking about? I'm talking about my father, my dad. And when it came to him, he was so focused on his crappy business that he never paid any attention to my mother. And soon after things took off, he divorced her and left her to raise me all on her own as I was in my later years. But when it came to Anthony, my dad would still have him go out to see him every once in a while. However, it seems that while he was out seeing my dad, he was brainwashed by him, and I mean completely told to believe in a fake reality. Brainwashed, huh? I'm not following anything you're saying to me right now about your family. Tell me in a way that even I can understand, please. It doesn't matter at this point if you understand or not. You'll learn in a little while here what I've been telling you. What are you trying to say to me, Jenny? You're really starting to drive me up the wall here. My mom's always been the one working with financing, and that's what made my dad want to marry her. She's always been good with money and had made quite a bit as well. That's why it's not all that strange of her to have a condo, right? And right now, we're ready to move out of my house and into that condo with her. Our house is too small for her in her wheelchair anyway. So moving to this condo of hers is a must. Well, I never heard anything about her having her own condo. And your mom worked in financing? By the looks of her, I would have never guessed that she could do a job like that. What do you mean? You've always been looking down on her because of her wheelchair, right? She told me that she's even spoken to you about her past, but you never listened to her because she's in a wheelchair. Wait, so you're not kidding then? You're telling me that your mom has a lot of money then? That's right. My mom even told me that Anthony could have the house and everything, only to have him laugh in her face about it. You are both complete and utter trash. The only reason she lets you both have it is because the house is being torn down soon. She'd originally wanted to take the two of you to her condo and live the rest of her life there. But when you both forced your ways into her house and acted the way you have been with her, she decided to keep the whole house getting torn down plans a secret and gave you guys the place. Huh? She wanted us to come with her originally? And what's this about the house getting torn down soon? We can still live here, of course. My mom is far too old for a place like that now, especially when the house itself is older than her and needs way too much work. She knew that the land is worth far more than the house, and so she decided to plan for it to be demolished and then sell the land. Had you and Anthony not done the unthinkable and acted like two selfish pricks, then you could have been going with her to live in her really nice condo. Now you're left having to live in a rotten old house that will be gone any day now. I guess this is really what you and my brother deserve. There's no way in hell. Are you sure you don't have things all mixed up in your head right now? Maybe this is all just some sick joke? This isn't a mix-up, nor is it a joke. She had already told me about the plans she had with you both. But you went and kicked her out of her own house and brought her all the way to my house to dump her. After that, plans changed, and now it's going to be my family going out there to live with her. She told us we didn't have to go with her since we have kids here. But my family doesn't mind the move, and we'll even make sure to get her a new caretaker when she's all settled in. It's only right to have a pro look after her as she's in her final year, right? So, you're telling me you're going to go with your mom to her condo, and there she will hire a new caretaker with her money, and you all just get to live there without a care in the world? This is not at all what I expected to happen. What did you expect to happen then? Because I don't ever remember you and I talking about what would happen here. Actually, you don't have to tell me because I couldn't care less about what you wanted to happen. I'm sure you only thought of things based off of what my brainwashed brother was telling you anyway, right? I mean, there is no money coming from my dad. There's no way he had any left over. Are you sure that he doesn't have any money for us? He told us it was hidden here in this house and that we needed to get rid of your mom to get to it. The money and assets that he was talking about is my mom herself. Huh? I'm not sure what all my dad was telling Anthony, but did he happen to take money from either of you? Did my brother lend my dad some money saying he'd pay him back? He did, and I handed some money over from my savings as well. He told Anthony that in order to keep his money a secret from your mom, he'd need a little bit more from us. He said that the money we gave him would go towards a lawyer to help him keep whatever he could after the divorce. Really? Well, perhaps that money is somewhere there. Well, it would be really nice if the money really is there. But really, I think he was BSing you both and just needed money in order to try and pay off more of his debts. What's happened with our money then? We thought he was putting it into something that would turn a profit come the time he passed. But you're saying it's all gone? If you really wanted to put your money somewhere you would turn a profit, then maybe you both should have just stuck to investing it into a trustworthy company. But you both instead gave it to a slimy CEO who was just trying to bail himself out of that collapsing company. I have no idea anymore. I was just trusting everything Anthony was telling me at the time. It's because of you that I don't know what to think anymore. You are the one in control of your own thoughts, and my family and I have nothing to do with them. And after today, I don't think you'll be hearing from my mom or I anymore. My mom's already cut ties to Anthony, and you are just a stranger to us all now. You may have gotten yourselves a house by acting like animals, but starting next week, I'd pick a day to get out of there. You're lying, right? Right? We only just moved into this house. How could it already be set to be torn down after next week? Where are we supposed to go once we lose this house? You think I care about a couple of crappy idiots that are going to lose their house soon? I don't care. You are both just awful to talk to, and I'm sure you won't be catered to by anyone when you both keep acting like everyone is in your favor. Jenny, you can't be serious about that, right? We're your family. I think there was just a slight misunderstanding here, but if your mom really does have money, then it's all good. Honestly, I just thought she was using up all the money that was supposed to be for your brother and I, hence why I acted so rude. I was pissed at her, and that's what then led to me kicking her out. It was a misunderstanding, okay? Let's forget about all that just happened and make things right, okay? No frickin' thanks. What? Are you sure? You'd been looking down on my mom this whole time, picking on her as though you were a bully. And did you forget that just a moment ago you came to my house and dumped her here, acting as though she was some trash that you thought I could handle for you? I have no reason in my mind for why I'd ever want to forgive such a monster. But Anthony is still your older brother, right? We're all still family, so we need to help one another out. The cruddy man you chose to be married to is not like a brother to me, not even family. You are both perfect for one another since you both seem to act like complete jackasses, so you can both figure something out. My family is too good for you guys, so we don't need to help either of you, right? Well, isn't this just great? You get to live in a proper house for 1 week. You're being a jerk, Jenny. Don't throw us away. I'm not the jerk here, right? Do you really think me not offering you both any help is enough to make me the jerk after all you and Anthony did? If you just put some thought into it, you'd understand who the real jerks are. And what's going to happen next is just you and my brother getting exactly what you've had coming. Have fun living as two lowlives out there. Goodbye now. Wait a second, Jenny! Do we really have to move out of this house? You guys can't make something happen? I'm heading back over to your house right now. We can talk more about this there. My family is all already out of the house. Huh? My mom has taken us all out for lunch today. You can go over to my house, but nobody's gonna be there to let you in. And if you try to break into there, I'll have the police called on you in no time. You don't have to say that! You are both a plight to this world, so you should both be handled by either the police or by your guys' own demise. Don't get good people like my family and I involved in your hell. Now, can you tell me who is already halfway buried underground again? In the end, neither Anthony nor Sophie were able to find the money and what not that my father had told them about. And within a week of having lived in that house, those two were kicked out of it in order to have the place bulldozed. After having lost the only place they could live, they both ran to my mom and I for help. At first, they both went to my house, but came to realize when peering through the windows that all the furniture was gone and that we had already moved to the condo. They then began to start texting my mom and I, trying to say that they were really sorry and that they still wanted to be a part of the family. However, when they kept asking my mom and I to let them come to the condo with us, we didn't tell them a thing. And when they started to become even more annoying by asking us over and over again, we chose to block both their numbers and officially cut ties. Ever since then, we haven't had to meet with either one of them. And I have to say, my mom and I are feeling so much better with things being quiet and calm again. As of right now, they both have been on the road trying to make things work without having a proper house they can live in. But I'd say this was the perfect end for those two, since they made their wanted outcome very clear by acting so selfishly and like complete animals. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.